Zeron Art presents Teen Abstract Art Workshop. Classes in session. So during this class, I wanted to show these gentlemen technique, and I wanted to allow them to know the technique in order to create the painting. So first, I taught them how important it is to have leverage. Then I showed them how to actually stretch their paint and about mediums and different things that we use to stretch paint with. They were very, very, very intrigued and very interested. And then after I taught them the basics, we talked about the type of pour we do. And we knew we wanted to do a flip cup pour. So we practiced with the empty cup. And then we did it ourselves. So right here, you'll see us about to flip. And one of my students was a little nervous. Flip. So here I'm teaching them the importance of just waiting and being patient, because acrylic pour art is about patience. The more you wait, the more patience you have, the better your art will turn out. And here it is. My student wanted to get a little creative, and we reviewed. And so as you can see, a lot of our colors didn't blend. They stood its own. They stood on their own. And that was the technique that I taught them. So here we are learning how to tilt. Tilting may seem simple when you watch, but when you're tilting, you have to have as much control over the paint as possible so that it doesn't run off your canvas, so that it covers your canvas. Also, you'll start to develop these little effects. They look like, some people say they look like circles, bubbles, holes, craters, but they're called sails. And when you create them, that's how you know you have a perfect pour, in my opinion. Another thing that contributes to you having sails is your mix, how you mixed your medium with your paint, or what medium you used. We used the most basic medium that you could find. We used Elmer's glue. So at this point, I call this the point of no return. When you get to the point where you're satisfied with how your pattern looks, but you don't have enough paint to cover the board, or you have enough paint to cover the board, but if you tilt more, you'll lose your pattern. So this is when you'd improvise. So because we didn't have a blow dryer, we used straws to mimic what a blow dryer would have done for the painting. It would open up the paint to allow us to see the colors underneath. And it also helped us keep our pattern, because that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to keep our pattern. The blue and green painting had a lot of sails inside, and we didn't want to lose them, so we used the straw to actually move the paint to cover the rest of the canvas on the edges. And then for this one, um, he's blowing to open up the painting to see the colors underneath. And here I am just showing them how and teaching them the technique, because it seems like you just take a straw and you blow inside the straw, but it isn't that simple. We were also able to use different instruments and the different tools that you see on the table to create different patterns and different color schemes as well.